easier to get through. Yeah. Then, if you want to know what this is my attempt of making the lava chicken machine from the Minecraft movie. If you haven't seen it, this looks nothing like it really. So you won't really have any spoilers because this looks absolutely nothing like this is terrible compared to that. Yeah, and it don't even work. It just produces eggs, I guess. Yeah, basically what was meant to happen is lava gets it's meant to light them on fire and then turn them off. I had two types. Yeah, like they spawn in cobwebs. They walk through, go down. This was going to dispense lava on repeat, so it activates it, then turns it off. So like they get set on fire, and then they die from fire damage and drop the chicken in here cooked. But obviously that didn't end up working. But then here, well, this is the advanced version. I've got two versions of this. This is a sugarcane, automatic sugarcane farm. Very simple to build. This is the small version if you don't have as many resources. Like I can say, this is double the size really. But if you don't have that, if it's early game and you don't have enough resources to build something this big, then this is the small version. The redstone is way simpler. Like literally, you have a row of pistons on top of or underneath obser- uh, observers, and I don't think this version even works really. Yeah, it don't work. I think to make it work, you'd have to literally have redstone. Like the roof would have to be one block higher, and you'd have to put redstone on top of all of these. I guess that doesn't work. I don't actually know how to make this work, but basically the design's meant to, so the observer's meant to detect that, go into the piston and extend it. Yeah, and I had a full collection system that is pretty good. Well, pretty simple. Yeah, but like if I get rid of that, as you can see, uh, there's ice, which obviously makes it go faster. But uh, obviously the collection system would have worked well, but I can't actually get this to work. So what would happen with the collection system is, yeah, I probably end up building that one in the series. Might do some redstone doors. I'll definitely build that, and I'll show you what it is in a minute. Yeah, so the sugarcane goes down the stream into the hoppers, into the chest, and it shows up here. This one is actually functional. So when it grows, I'll show you that it's functional if you guys don't believe me. Yeah, when it grows 3 high, it gets broken, and some will get stuck there. There's no way to actually stop that from happening. So it's not 100% efficient, but it's as efficient as you're gonna get, really. And you can use sand or grass for this. And the room, well, some people say, I've not heard this in a while, but some people think that sugarcane grows faster than sand, but it doesn't. If you are someone who thought that was the case, it isn't. Probably not many of you nowadays think that. So, for the redstone is more complex than that, but really all it is the wall of observers and pistons is moved out one block each side, and you just put redstone down the middle. It's slightly more complex, and the more complexity comes from having redstone dust. You could really easily build this. Yeah, and the reason you have glass is so you can see it working. If you want to see it, you don't have to have glass. Actually, I think you do, so that it grows. I'm not sure if that is. how sugarcane works. I know it is with trees and crops. Yeah, it has to be bright for them to grow. I'm not sure about sugarcane. I'm guessing it is. But like, then for the collection system, yeah, I did use ice as well. So it goes in here, it goes down here, round the corner. There's a sign to stop the water from flowing that way, to stop it from going that way. And then there's the ice, which, because there's ice there, it will continue even though there's no water there. Then it goes down here, goes into the hopper, and then let me just fill all this in quick. And then the hopper leads it into all these chests, and sugarcane will get collected over time. You do have to be in the general area, unless you, well, on Xbox I don't think you can do a chunk loader, but I know you can on Java. You can do a chunk loader with a nether portal which keeps the chunk loaded, meaning they will all grow even if you are thousands of blocks, or even if you are at the world border, these will still grow. And the final thing I was going to show you, but this video is way longer than I expected. This is a automatic wheat farm. It looks really complex because it's massive, but the redstone is really simple and the rest is really simple. So it's very simple. Literally, the gaps there have water, and you have these 8 blocks that way, and you have them 7 blocks that way. If you're wondering why it's 7 and not 8, because water travels 8 blocks. And if you have it on 7, it will continue, so you just have one source block to go down all of this, which normally would be impossible because it's down a slope. It is possible. And the last one, I think, is 8. Yeah, the last one you put is 8, because then the water don't go into the hoppers, so the items just fall off the hoppers, or off the water, and go into the hoppers. Yeah, literally, I'll show you the water system quick. I won't show you the wheat because there's none planted. Yeah, but like, I'll show you that it does work because, well, I don't think I've actually used it to get that much. I put loads in from creative. But like, what you do is, well, obviously because people use automatic sorters, storage. And this is basically designed. You fill the whole chest of what the item you want. Then, in this, you fill it completely of the... Well, you have one slot of an item that... The item you want going into the chest. And then the other items, unstackable items. So just random things. You could... It could be anything, like wool or string or anything. It don't matter what it is. Just one. And because of the chest being all sorted to have one type of thing, they won't go into the chest, and you just do that for all the hoppers. Apart from the first lot, you do all of them going into the chest. The rest you leave, and you don't do that too. But yeah, that's how you do sorters, if you were wondering. And last thing of this video, you push this lever, it closes that for you, and it takes a while. Then the water flows out and pushes everything along. That looks pretty good. And it stops there. The items would flow off, go into the hoppers, go down into the chests if it was seeds or wheat, not wood plank. And then if you're wondering how the redstone works, so that will turn it off. Very simple redstone. Literally, it's just redstone dust there, loads of repeaters, and then when it has to go up a block, it just goes 2 redstone dusts, then loads of 6. So it goes, so redstone dust, 6. The first one's 7. Yeah, 7 repeaters, then 2, 6 repeaters, I think that is, yeah, and then same thing all the way up to the top. And you do leave the gap there because otherwise the redstone won't be able to make it up the block. I think it could go through in that instance, but other cases you wouldn't try and do that. So very simple redstone, and then the redstone for the dispensers is very simple. Same as pistons, really. You just put a repeater going into the dispenser and then redstone on the back, which connects to the line of repeaters that go to the lever, which is how you activate them. And if you're wondering why they're on and the water's not going out, it's not like an on-off thing. It's, well, this system, you can do on-off systems which uses pistons instead of dispensers, but I've only ever used dispensers. I could do a piston one if I wanted to, but I've never wanted to do that. So you just have a water bucket anywhere, and it don't have to be in the middle, and turning on the dispensers releases it, and then turning on again gets the water back in the bucket. Very simple. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like and subscribe if you are new and enjoyed the videos I make, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.